scales and arpeggios with a swung feel. Good morning, Mr. Luke and class. I am Aryan Bhatt, and in this video I will be explaining how to play scales and arpeggios in the swung rhythm. We all know how to play a scale, but did you know there are different ways to play a scale? Today I will be focusing on swung versus straight rhythms. A swung rhythm refers to a technique usually associated with jazz, but also used in other genres, that involves alternately lengthening and shortening the first and second consecutive notes in a beat. Swung rhythm contains a form of syncopation, with stressed and unstressed notes, with long and short durations. Swung rhythms are usually used as a style in jazz music that gives it the jazzy feel we all know and enjoy. When a scale or arpeggio is played regularly, we call this the straight feel, where there is no specific emphasis on certain notes being played. To understand how to play a swung rhythm, you first need to understand what a beat is. A beat in music is a measurement of time that tells you how quickly or slowly you need to play a piece of music. A beat is a constant click or hit with a constant interval between each beat. An instrument like the metronome is helpful because it produces a click at a regular time interval and therefore keeps the beat. A scale played in a straight feel will have notes played constantly, with equal periods of time or intervals played on each beat. It would sound something like this. Distinction between straight and swung rhythms will only happen once two notes are being played within the same beat. Instead of playing a single note on a beat, for every beat you play two notes. This means that only one of the two notes is played on the beat. The second note of the beat is played exactly halfway between the two beats when the metronome clicks. Now a swung rhythm is different. Instead of playing the second note exactly in the middle of the two beats, the note is played slightly after the middle of the two beats. As you can see and hear, the first note is still played on the beat, but the second note is delayed till after the middle of the two beats. You will realize that in the swung rhythm, the second note is played after or later than when the second note was played in the straight rhythm. And there you have it. Now you know how to play a scale in the swung rhythm. When you get the hang of it, you can move on to more complex scales, such as A flat major or C sharp natural minor, which sounds like this. Okay, we have discussed how to play scales in the swung rhythm. Now I will show you how to play an arpeggio in the swung rhythm. An arpeggio is a broken chord or a chord in which individual notes are struck one by one, rather than all together at once. A regular arpeggio is made from the tonic, mediant, and dominant notes of the chord. A C major arpeggio sounds like this. Distinction between a straight rhythm and a swung rhythm will only become apparent when two notes are being played within the same beat, just like how I discussed it in the scale. The same principle is applied, but in this case, instead of you playing a full range of 8 notes, you are playing just 4 notes in the swung rhythm. A C major arpeggio played in the swung rhythm should sound like this. As you can see, I'm playing 2 notes per beat, where the second note is played after the middle of the beat. Compare the two, an arpeggio is played in a straight feel, where there are 2 notes being played per beat. The first note of every beat will sound on the beat, and the second note will be played at halfway of the beat. When playing an arpeggio in the swung feel, the first note will sound on the beat, but the second note is delayed halfway between the 2 beats. When you get the hang of it, you can move on to more complex arpeggios, such as A flat major arpeggio and C diminished arpeggio, both played in the swung rhythm. There you have it. Now you know how to play scales and arpeggios with a swung feel. Thank you.